What's up, everybody? Rob here. Today, I'm working on back. So I do various movements for that particular muscle group. So I kind of do splits for the most part. And what I'm going to demo today and explain is the bent over barbell row is what I'm doing as one of the movements I'll be executing today. So very important, food for thought, just in case you're not sure. I'm sure, I'm just explaining, trying to help anyone who isn't sure about how to go about it or how to execute the movement. When I usually do, in my case, the bent over barbell row, you'll see various grips. Some people go wider. I tend to go shoulder width. The reason that I do that is because I like workload capacity. So if I'm wider, the range of motion is, it's not that it's wrong, but it's not as great of a range, right? So you're doing less work opposed to if you go more of a neutral grip. Now that range of motion is greater, so those muscles have to work harder and work more, right? So you get more bang for your buck, so to speak. But that's just my opinion. It's not law. All right. Another thing too with the bent over row, depending, in this case, I want to hit the lats, right? So I want to smash my lats. So I'm not going to go horizontal to the floor, because what's going to happen is when I go horizontal to the floor, I'm going to hit more of the center of my back, like my traps, my rhomboids and stuff like that. And I don't want to hit that. I want to isolate the lats, right? So we want this bad boy right here. Now it's all or nothing. You're gonna, when you fire, muscles fire, the body works as a whole, so everything is gonna fire, but I wanna concentrate on that particular muscle. So I'm the type of person where I connect with the muscle. You wanna connect with the muscle, So mind-muscle connection, and you gotta believe. Because if you don't believe, I don't care what you do, you're not gonna get nothing out of it if you're going through the motion. It's very important. All right, so you gotta believe, that's number one. Not to go off track, so what I want to do is isolate the lats. So what I'm going to do is when I grab that bar, I'm take 2 steps back, 1, 2, and basically my arms are extended. I'm going to make sure I'm tight, I'm engaged. I'm going to make sure my shoulder blades are contracted and pushed down as well. And I'm going to try to keep as much of a neutral spine as possible. I don't want to look up, I don't want to look down. I want to try to stay neutral. So basically what I want to do is keep that bar as close to my body as possible. I'm going to hinge my hips back, push it back, and I'm going to go about, I would say, about knee height. If you want to push back a little bit more, and you got some good flexibility there and great, you can withstand the loads. What I'm going to do is my arms are extended, then everything's tight and engaged, and I'm just going to retract, pulling up towards my hips, squeezing the lat, and then releasing it down. Again, boom. Because what I want to do is, again, hit those lats. Now if I go more horizontal, now when I come up, it's probably going to come more towards my stomach. It's going to start to hit a lot more muscles. And I'm not trying to get scientific. I'm old school. Hard work, pays off. But there is some science to it as well. So don't get me wrong. Just saying. All right, so I'm going to execute it, and hopefully, you can use dumbbells, you can use kettlebells. Even to regress that, you can go body weight with inverted rows, recline rows, they call them as well. So you can strip it down, and of course you can progress with the barbell, and as you get stronger, you're going to need more weight, right? So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo the movement, and a way that you can see that the muscle is firing. You won't see it with my shirt on, so let's do this. All right, so basically I'm going to demo the movement. Hopefully you can see it from there, and let's get busy. All right, so I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab it. Now, neutral grip. I don't want to go too wide. I want to make sure I'm tight and I'm engaged. I'm ready to go. My shoulder blades are retracted. I stand up. I step back. And basically, I'm gonna hinge back. Now remember, arms extended. I'm hinging back, and I basically to my knees, and I pull it up to basically my hips, squeezing the lats, and back down. I'll hold it at the top, slow on the way down. Depending on what your goal is, repetition is gonna adjust to what your goal is, all right? So I hope that helps. Of course, you should progress in load, but form and technique is first. Master that, everything else will follow, and your results will just explode to new fitness levels, all right? So check me out on Instagram, Rob723, my YouTube page, Robert Morales, and I hope these little clips help you, all right? So stay fit, be better than yesterday, until the next